and I was like,
flavored
"That's
potato
not dieting."
chips.
That sounds so good. I want all the snacks. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. We're on episode 4, I think, or I wrote it wrong on the title. Episode 4 of Tyranny of Dragons. Our last episode, players left Greenest after the raid ended. Ranby had an epic fight with Lagdadrosa Cyan Wrath, the half-dragon champion. Yeah, and it didn't go super great simply because he is freakishly strong. But there was a good fight there, and after that, they were, at the behest of Nighthill, asked to go and find the raider camp, as well as a monk who is missing his friend Leosin. And they have requested that the group go to find the bandit camp and discover why these men have been going around looting, what village they're going to hit next, and who their leaders are, essentially. So, with that, our adventurers came upon a group of raiders who they quickly silenced, and they have continued at this point about 5 miles down this trampled path that we can see here through the hills of Greenfields. And what would you guys like to do?
Having spent the last part of the battle yesterday, watching my tiny gnomish friend Daxley pick up his ammo, I approached him. Curious fellow. I see you also have a liking for the crossbows, but retrieving ammo and loading is a waste of time. Let me tinker. I think I may have something you'll like.
I love that word. That is the gnome language of friendship.
And romance, weirdly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me tinker.
That's right.
Tinker.
You can be friends or friends.
Friends.
I'd like, of course. This one, I start to give him like a rundown. I'm like, it's ended at least 32 drow lives, and cool.
So today, rather than enchant my melee weapon, I'm going to infuse both my ranged weapon and his with repeating shot there. So
Awesome.
And I'll keep that active as my default for the daily.
All right, perfect.
Daxley immediately just starts like shooting into the bushes like over and over and over and over and over.
It just never stops.
It's like, dreams do come true. It can happen to you.
You just drop your bag of bolts. You're like, 10
Yes.
pounds off my back.
That's amazing. All right. Oh, sorry, I bumped something there. All right, so with that, as you guys continue down these hills, if you just follow this trail, nothing really happens. You're just seeing the trampled path for the next 2 or 3 miles or so, until these rolling hills kind of start turning into these rocky mountains and plateaus. They're not super high, maybe like 10 feet to those first dips, and then probably 50, 60, 100 with like the highest ones. They're just more of rocky plateaus and mountains. But you guys see that rolling up in the distance, and the grid is accurate once you guys are closer.
I say, wait,
Don't
guys,
forget the
I got an
ferret.
idea.
Yeah, don't forget Taffeta.
Taffeta is
Before
riding
you
on
get
my
too
shoulder.
close.
Tonks gets left
What about
behind
the
so
river?
much in our other game. Poor Tonks.
Wait,
What
are you
about
still
the
on
river?
my shoulders?
I was on Nathaniel's, and I'm assuming he probably put me down. He didn't hold me captive like some.
And I'm on Taffeta's shoulders.
Actually, you have a good point. That river pass may allow us to cut through the mountains much easier. If that's, or what are your thoughts there?
That is my thought. I'm just gonna go check out the river fording now.
Be back super quick.
So yeah, on closer inspection, once you get closer, you can tell that that's not really a navigatable river at all. That's totally the wrong word, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. You can't navigate that. It's essentially just like a gully that's coming down from a sheer, like 60-foot drop, probably.
Nothing but white water and death, I say.
Yeah.
Then we should avoid that.
Still worth the check. The wise mind always seeks out his options.
I
Yes.
could send Taffeta forward to inspect it if we'd like.
Yeah, if you want to send her forward, just make me a perception check.
Will do. And I'm going to stand next to Viren and tell him, make sure to tap me if anything happens, because I won't know unless you tap me.
I just nod.
How do I make perception as her?
Open up her sheet.
Did that work?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So, where is Taffeta? Is she right there when she is making the perception? Okay.
Is going to go into the mountain. She would go, yeah, probably like behind this one. That way she's hidden.
All right. So she's going to see. Or like that.
Stall.
She is going to see this head just barely poking over the top of the plateau before it shoots back.
Could I tell if it was like a humanoid head or
You
kobold
think
head?
you might have seen the like a guard helm similar to what the raiders were wearing at the Raid and Greenest.
If I go over here and like, you know, climb onto that peak, can I see anything more?
Yes, you can. Me.
And I'm gonna be relaying everything I see as it happens.
Yeah, I prepare myself, unsling my light crossbow.
Yeah, and these guys are all up the plateau. However, like kind of from this front area, it's kind of here. Let me, dang it. Like right here, it's kind of hard to see because it's on the back side of this plateau, so you can't see it on the map. But it does have a ridge of like maybe 25, 30 feet. Like it's a slope, so it is difficult terrain, but it's not like straight up. So you guys could make it up there without an athletics check. It's just difficult terrain.
And does it look like they're doing anything or just like casting any like
They're all hidden. They've only seen the weasel at this point.
yeah.
So they're all just hidden. They look like they're trying to surprise people because they're all ducked down and they've got one guy just like poking over and they're all like ready to go. So they definitely look like they're preparing for an ambush.
Okay, I'm gonna have Taffeta like pounce like she caught a mouse
Okay.
and then scurry away.
One of the guards is gonna look over and be like, "Oh, looks like there's some good rodents over there," and the other one's gonna be like, dude, no, we can't. We're too busy. Why do you care about rodents? That's not our job, dude. You ate earlier. Yeah, dude. Super bad immersion.
And then I'm gonna tell everybody that there's an ambush. There's an ambush up there. We should maybe be a little more careful. Maybe flank them because they're just crouched there waiting for us.
Is there a way that we can get behind them? Do you see a walkway? And what was up front?
Well, that would have been smart to look for. I mean, we know that the river is not passable, so I would imagine there's no way to get behind them because they're in front of the river.
Are we able to like loop up this by pinging on the map and come out this side, so that we might be able to loop around?
Yes. It's like these earlier ones here are not quite as sloped and jagged as these back ones here. This is like a medium, I guess, to where they're up on to ambush, and it's like going from or from hills to the like rocky plateaus gently. So these ones like right here are kind of like smaller, and then like once you get to like this guy, it's gonna be like the difficult terrain really. But you could probably make that passable. You're getting kind of iffy once you get like back in here.
Yeah, anything that provides us with a little better line of sight for our ranged weapons.
Yeah, for sure.
Hail on.
Do we all want to go that way, or do we want to split?
You know, you can pincer attack them again.
Well,
I mean,
Daxley says none of this difficult terrain will slow him down as he's a natural explorer. He's like, it's not even sheer play face. It's easy. He's just like
wait,
scampering over these hoodoos.
are you a ranger?
Yes, I am a ranger.
Emily, how long have you been traveling?
Well, I think that difficult terrain thing is only for like travel time.
I mean,
We've been traveling in the area for more than an hour. That actually starts applying to us.
But I think that's only for like, I mean, I'm looking at the thing you're saying right now, but I think it only applies to, like say we're like trying to go through like the jungle, and the jungle would like take down however many miles. But, yeah, the one for me specifically is the ranger says I ignore difficult terrain.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that doesn't say. I mean, it doesn't say you have to be in difficult terrain for that to apply. Like, it doesn't say you need to be in difficult terrain for an hour for it to
You just have to
apply.
be traveling for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys have definitely been traveling for an hour or more. So yeah, that is accurate. Difficult terrain does not slow you guys down. So y'all are ready to party.
Yeah, we're both not very stealthy. Me and Ox, Dax and Ox are being the decoy. Oh no!
They're knocking rocks off the hill we're trying to scamper up. Oh,
Lol.
The great gravel hills.
good thing we know there's the ambush ahead because they know.
No.
All right, so. All right, yeah, these guys actually, they can't see you from where you guys are at, so you guys can either move closer or you can do a surprise round. Because they're directly looking, like, they're not expecting people to know that they're there. And they're honestly not really expecting people to have followed them, so they're just looking straight down this path. And their vision would be to about, like, here.
Drop down, Daisy. Go ahead.
Daxley says, when you slip up and your stealth, or when you slip up and rocks fall, make the sound of one of your mountain mammals. I don't know what they're called.
Goats. They're goats.
They're goats. Listen.
Lol.
But these squares are each 10 feet, 10 meters?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, each of these squares is 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, these aren't actually mountains. I know they look like mountains. I'm just not paying for plateaus. So y'all
actually,
got
I think-
mountains.
It's like scalable, like, you know, it looks like we're fighting in like a hoodoo, like Drumheller or like, you know,
Yeah, I'll say, because
Badlands.
this is actually to scale, because these are about as tall as the tallest ones would be, really.
You're a hoodoo.
Yeah.
Should I move? Should I like be moving my guy along the way a little bit, or should?
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, until actually about where Nathaniel is where they're gonna see you guys. So I mean, if you want, you can step back, but like as you step out to there is about where you're gonna be in their vision.
Can we see them?
This.
Well, I guess no. If they can't see us, we can't see them.
I mean, you guys are aware of where they are, and they're not
Yeah.
moving. They're trying to ambush someone. So
I'm going to, Wait, have I done it yet? I haven't done it today, so I'm going to turn myself into a kobold. And just start walking out towards him.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Why are you dragging behind by yourself?
Lost.
Lost? Ugh. Stupid
Got separated
kobolds.
searching for hens.
Of course you did. I don't know why we have to work with these guys. Continue southeast towards the camp. Follow the giant trampled trail. Come on, man.
Do you have... I start walking towards them. Do you have hens?
No, I don't have any heads. I hate kobolds. Why do we have to work with these guys?
And when I
And-
get here, I'm going to Word of Radiance them. Ah,
All right.
damn it. Wasn't much.
Two
That hits
seconds.
all of them, like, these 4 around me.
2 seconds. I've got All right. Sorry. Doot. That was awesome. Do you guys have any hens?
Chicken. What chicken?
The perfect kobold RP. He didn't even know it. All right, so that Word of
Good luck,
Radiance for DC 13 con save. All right, so let's do this.
Ugh. Damn. Damn.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yay!
There you go. So 2 of them, actually 3 of them will take 4.
No, only 2. 13 saves. Because it met my challenge.
Oh. For some reason I thought that...
Always in
Nah.
the favor of the defender. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that for some reason I thought that was just my last game. Okay, anyways. So yeah, cool. 2 radiance for these 2 cultist guys. Alright, and
Do we see a monk with them?
you do not. But when that happens,
Turn order?
these guys... Yep. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Oh, fun.
These guys are gonna yell out and join the fight.
Hearing people yell out, I'm going to poof Taffeta away so she doesn't get hurt. Bye-bye, Taffeta.
Let me just get all these guys set up real quick.
We missed you.
There we go.
Alright.
Sweet.
Ranby goes first, just what we want. The
Right.
unstoppable Rager. Yeah, if someone's gonna make a noisy entrance, you want it to be our half.
Right?
She has release.
Yeah. Okay, we're finished!
It's a lot of
Descending.
initiatives.
Oh wow, there's a
Holy shit, hey.
Alright.
They learned their lesson. They're like, we're gonna make a real serious stand down the road.
Nathaniel.
Am I actually up first? I thought Ranby was before me.
She got a 20 and you got a 22 unless turn order's
Right.
wrong.
He's got 19 looks on my end.
Oh, dang it. I must not have cleared. Okay. Sorry. So... delete that. Fudge sickles. Viren, did you roll an 11 or an 18?
11.
Fudge.
Uh,
Alright. And
That looks
then...
good in the turn order. tracker to me.
Eleanor, are you 6 or 12? I have 2 Eleanors up there, so I've been deleting them.
Oh, weird. A 12.
Okay. There we go. All right, so up first then is this acolyte. And everybody make me a dex save.
Everybody?
Actually, no. It would just be Ranby and Nathaniel, Daxley, Eleanor.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
That far?
Yep.
All right.
No, it's this one back here. That's the one that's going.
Whoops.
All right,
I
and
think I
you
hit
guys
strength.
all.
Hold on, I did strength
Oh, okay.
because my finger slipped.
No worries.
I'm like using my mouse on an angle and it's a little bit difficult.
Sure.
Strength, but it would have been better than that. It would have been, what, 14 plus 3, so it would have been 17.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get out of here, Nick. I heard that.
So you guys will take
All right, bye.
7 damage. This acolyte calls out to his friend and he says, "Now!" And they push down a giant thing of rocks, which actually spills out from here and from back here. They had tied everything up.
Those bastards.
Yeah, their whole job is to stop people from getting to the camp, so. And then
Lined up right underneath the traps.
out this guy can't do anything, and that guy can't do anything. So it will be Ranby.
Damn it.
Oh.
What's happening here? All right. And we're gonna.
How do you do the measurement thing?
Click on that little circle little thing with the ruler. It's the 5th one down on the
Oh, fourth.
2, 3, 4, 5th.
Fourth
I think
for
you
him.
have an extra one, SGM.
Oh. 4th.
But,
That was at, I guess this guy here.
That guy right there. All right, and roll for damage.
And were you raging?
Nope.
All right, and that cultist, he will go down.
Ah!
Is that your turn?
Hey, have I healed since the last session I played?
Yes, we had a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. This guy.
I think. What happened to this guy?
He
Did
did.
you take out the wrong one?
Oh wait, yes, I guess I did.
This-
Which one? I don't know why. For some reason, I saw a ding there. I'm crazy, guys. Don't mind me. This guy right here.
It's the drugs.
Yeah,
It's
one
the
close.
drugs. You're right. Too much caffeine. Okay.
Heroin.
Ooh,
Oh.
heroin? You act like I already am not exhausted.
I
Doesn't
mean, your
that make
channel
you
is
more
the
tired?
your channel is the unlikely hero heroine, right?
Bitch, it has an E on the end.
Heroin.
Oh, sorry, peeing.
Like fucking Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. She's a heroine.
She does heroin.
I swear on me, Mom. I'm gonna have them kill you all. Alright.
No.
I mean, it's a likely outcome.
Blue dragon swoops
Just kidding. Okay, and then this acolyte, he is going to slide down here. Take a couple steps forward. And then he is going to do nothing because he doesn't have a ranged attack. And then this cultist is going to do the same. Except he doesn't have one either. Nathaniel!
All right, that acolyte has entered my Overwatch area, and I use my bonus action to cast my arcane weapon, activating an internal furnace on my crossbow. It's superheating my bolts, so I'll be doing fire damage.
Ooh.
And I will target this guy right here, the acolyte,
Alright.
the one over. Oh, I'm not. Tools. This guy. He's gonna die.
Perfect.
All right, like crossbow. Do your magic. Probably not.
That goes
That
to
is
defender. So close, but no cigar. And is that the end of your turn, or do you want to go anywhere or do anything?
I will hold my position.
All right. So this cultist is going to. Can he even get anywhere?
Yeah, he's right next to me.
Oh yeah, he is right next to you. Shut up, Andrew. It's the drugs. All right. Boop. 18. Does that hit?
Yeah.
So you will take 7 slashing. And then Daxley.
Daxley says, "Oh man, how bad are you hurt, Eleanor?" Looking over at her.
I hurt.
Daxley reaches over, tries to straighten the leg that looks a little bit bent. "Oh, that's not good," he says.
Oh yeah, did the rocks knock us prone? Did you say?
No,
It'll
they
have
don't.
to be removed.
Did
Nah, y'all succeeded in your saving throw.
Yeah.
We still
Take
took half
that.
damage though, right?
Yeah. I'll say you guys
Except
dodged
for
most
that.
of it, but you still took a couple of rocks to the wayside.
I say, "I'll take cover in the ridge over here." Yeah. And that's what I do. I get behind a rock that's half the size of a gnome, which shouldn't be that hard.
Was that cure wounds on myself?
It
No,
was
I
on
gave it to
me.
Eleanor. She was wounded a little bit more gravely.
She did take a hit. Okay.
I'm squishy.
I'm squishy. Alright, and is that it for you, Dexley?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so we've got this cultist, and he is going to take a slash on Viren as well. Oh,
God, what the fuck? Alright, yeah.
7. And this guy will do the same. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. And then we'll have this guy, and he is also going to. He's gonna have to come here. And he'll go halfway down. Eleanor.
She is going to back up. Because that hurt. Oops. I guess I need my mouse. I can't move myself. Sorry. This, playing from bed is just not a fun thing.
Well, I appreciate you doing it.
You're welcome. I know. I wanted to do it. I just, my
That's a
option
pain.
was to, lay on the floor or, sit on the bed with, 50 million pillows. And
Definitely pick the pillows. It's a good
Yeah.
option.
I have a throne, but I don't have anywhere to put my mouse. Anyway, sorry.
It's all good.
Backed up. I wanted to see how far magic missile goes. Oh yeah, 120 feet. I am going to do magic missile at these 3 guys. Wait, hold on. Make sure that's right. Yeah. The 3 guys that are surrounding Viren.
Okay.
And I only have 1 screen. Give me a second. Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
And swirling pink rockets go. Missiles, I mean.
Love it.
Flying.
All right, and that will drop. Give me 2 seconds. I need to double check. Okay. So these 3 guys look like they're hurting, but they are not down. Viren.
Saloon. You give me strength. So that's 8. Alright, and let's see. Can't really do anything else, then it's my turn.
All right. This guy is going to go boop, boop, boop. Make his way down here. And I believe he still can't. Yeah, no. Matsuo!
Matsuo, he is going to Matsuo his way. Let's see here. Well, that's a double move. That's a long way to go. Well, Buddy's in trouble if not, so he's just gonna hop, skip, jump, and roll his way over there. That's her.
Alright.
Oh,
It's not me.
Hi.
Did you forget she was here?
we're getting a lot of crosstalk, Sandra. You want to put on push to talk?
I'll just mute for now.
Sky. This guy is going to... he can't actually reach Viren. So... yeah, he really can't do anything because he's trapped by his buddies. I guess he can move.
Does this guy have a ranged weapon?
He does not. Only the... or actually, wait, the guard does. But it only goes 60 feet. So, he can't make it to anybody. Yeah, that's not far enough. Alright. Yeah, they were posed for an attack, but they weren't really ready to fight. They're up on the plateaus. Boop, boop, boop. He'll make his way down.
There's no stat difference.
30. And...
Whoever you like.
this guy is going to run up to you. Take a slice. Does a 12 hit, Ramby?
Heck no.
Awesome. Ranby!
Well, he just made my job a little easier.
Right?
I'm gonna rage. And be reckless. And swing this sucker.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
good thing I'm reckless. But,
You swing and just completely do a spin around in the air because you're really going for it, but you just did a 360 and just swiped over his head.
God dang.
You're so angry.
Wait, so 12 didn't hit? She said she was recklessing.
Yeah, no. See, you got. This is why you guys are here because you have to remind me of these things.
I was like, wait, does
New DM guys yell at me, ran me, be like, "Bitch, that was at advantage," and I'll be like, "Oh, my bad, dog."
Okay.
Because that still doesn't hit though. But you don't do a 360 turn.
But I don't fail.
Quite
so.
embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't fail quite so embarrassingly. You just miss.
Okay.
All right. $30, and then he is going to club at you. And 17 hit.
Yeah, her AC is listed under her name there, 14.
Thanks for
Yeah,
listing
and
that, guys. That's so
I'm at
handy.
disadvantage because of my reckless.
Well, he does a solid 2 bludgeoning with his club.
Ow!
He's
Boozy
coming
on the
for you.
nose.
Yeah,
One
boop.
with raging.
1
Yeah.
with raging. Thank you.
It was like a soft tap.
Love tap.
Alright.
It was like a little mosquito bite. Fucking goddamn bugs.
And Nathaniel.
Okay. Barbarian is getting surrounded. I'm just gonna take a shot at the one guard that does have a ranged weapon. This guy here. At least that'll slow down their ability to hurt us. I thought, anyways. All right, like crossbow again.
Ooh, definitely a hit.
And I clicked the wrong damage one, so I'm using this for the damage. It's 7 total.
Yeah, don't forget.
Don't
do
you
it
get
again
a bonus? Yeah, because you did a nat.
it was a
20.
crit.
Oh.
You just hit
Click
the word
light.
arcane crossbow again.
Yeah, but I don't double the magic effect, right? Just
Yeah.
the.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on there?
Everybody's trying to click his shit.
Weird. Yeah, you got some error in your sheet under your arcane crossbow. You might look at some point.
Alright, so. Oops. Scoochie
Nice.
over. And that boy goes right down. Is that your turn, or would you like to do anything else?
Gonna hold my position. Nothing to do for a bonus. But thank you. I'm good.
All right. And this guy is going to take a slice at Viren. Cultist, right? Yeah, no. Dexley.
So these guys in the robes, they're the kind of casters looking guys, or?
From what you've seen, that was the guy that sprinted up to Ranby and booped her in the nose with the club.
Okay. All right. I mutter under my breath about the hunter's mark and killing the long legs, and then I take a shot at this guy.
Taffeta, shh.
That's the
Ooh,
end of my
nice. And that was this guy, correct?
Yeah, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Double check here. And that guy is shot down. This guy is going to take a slice at Viren.
Yep. Why all 7s?
I don't know.
Those are good rolls too. Those are D6 plus 1s. So they're hitting at 6.
Yeah, they're hitting at full damage, all of them.
Am I like?
They really don't like being tricked by kobolds.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're rolling, because their hit is set to 4 1d6 plus 1, so it's rolling it. Yep. They just really want to kill you, apparently.
Nope.
See, now I'm actually reading health stuff. Make sure that's right.
Uh-oh.
Gonna dash. And Eleanor.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Hello, now.
Sorry. Made some adjustments. Sorry. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at that dude.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Could you ping it one more time?
Yes, the guy standing
Okay.
right in front of Urine. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh no, I lost my sheet. There it is.
All
So
right.
13 hit.
It does. Roll damage. Alright, and that will take him out. Wait. That one or that one? I got messed up. Either way, they've taken the same amount of damage, but
It is this one right there.
I ran out of coffee, just to be fair. I need to get more.
It's
Alright.
tragic.
I know. Right? Okay. Is that it for you, Eleanor?
Yes, ma'am.
Viren.
God damn, one more time.
I believe.
Saloon.
Another 7 points. Back to where I was.
Hey. Is that it for you,
That's all
Biren?
I can do.
Just making sure. Toot, toot,
Bop
toot,
him on the head with
toot.
your staff.
Bop.
Improvise
Matsuo.
weapon.
All right. Sorry. I am going to step over here and punch this one. Bam. Nope.
Nope.
And then I'm going to spend a chi point
Okay.
and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
Which I can make two unarmed strikes.
Ooh.
So
See it.
again, that does not hit, and there we go.
Nice.
For 5
And
bludgeoning.
were you hitting the cultist or the acolyte?
This one, whatever this is, I don't know.
Yeah, cultist. Sorry.
Cultist.
All right, cool. I was just making sure. Yeah. So you do 5, and he will actually go down.
Nice.
All right. Is that it for you, Matsuo?
That's it for me.
Perfect. All right. These guys are gonna make it here sometime. And then Acolyte is going to club at Matsuo now that he's seen him. And that does not hit. And then let's do this guy. He is going to try and club Matsuo as well, which also does not hit.
Yeah. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Ranby! Lol. I love it.
Those are actual halfling martial arts moves. They don't have concepts like eagle claw and tiger strike. It's like
It's
butterfly
butterfly
hit. Sting of the wasp.
That's
You
right.
just like see nothing but feel
Judge.
stings in your knees.
Flower petal kiss.
That's right. And then you just die.
And then you die.
Yeah, this
Awesome.
guy's gotta be dead.
Oh yeah, he's super dead. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Yeah, sure, I will. Let me see here. Let me see. I guess I'm pretty limited at this point.
Yo, my fucking ult is like not letting me work on
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
All right. And then this guy is gonna walk up towards you, take a slash, and that does not hit. Nathaniel.
Okay. Keep whittling these guys down before they get anywhere. I'll target the cultists right up front.
All right. Definitely hits.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
pig roll.
Yeah,
There we
you
go.
just knock him right out. And that's with fire, right? So
That's
yeah, he
right.
just gets hit with a fiery bolt and drops immediately. And this guy, seeing his friend get like immediately wiped by Matsuo, is gonna turn and take a slice and miss.
Yeah.
And Daxley, yeah!
He like turns and looks down in horror. What is happening below the belt line here?
I'm gonna
That's
move
right.
all these dead bodies so y'all can walk.
That's my fist to your face style.
Alright, that definitely hits. Who are you shooting at, Daxley?
The guy that's been slashing up Viren. And I'm making a painful shot because he's been having it coming.
Oh yeah, so you like sink it in his neck, but you like know just where to hit because it's a hunter's mark. So he like gets the shock and just like slowly starts to bleed out and just like falls down the cliff. And you
That's
see him
right.
bleeding out at the bottom, unable to move.
I just nicked your windpipe. Enjoy the next 20 minutes of agonizing suffering.
Oh yeah, so he's just he's dead, but we're just for fun's sake gonna say he's just bleeding out in the stream. All right.
Jeez. Hope that's going upstream and not. I mean, like, hopefully that stream is not going down to the camp.
All right, and this guy, he can't take any actions once he gets there. Eleanor.
All right. I am going to firebolt this guy.
Okay.
I mean, we can still.
Definitely
Did-
hits.
Nice. Oh. Singe his ear.
Yep. So he takes a little singe, looks your way, and then turns back towards Ranby, the giant half-orc in front of him. Viren.
Darren has had enough of that one guy's bullshit. He grabs him by the face and then uses his immense strength and throws him at the other guy in front of him.
Okay. Give me a strength roll.
Oh!
Oh,
You know what? Inspiration. Roll again.
Well, inspiration just gives him advantage, so.
Well, then you get advantage, so you take him.
Alright.
You chunk it. And then his body flies this way.
I was
And
throwing it at this cultist.
I know, it's slung off of his body, so roll me a d8 for damage.
bodies as improvised weapons.
So you just like
Oh.
throw the body, and this guy's like ash cheek just like hits him in the face, and it's just like basically a one slap of disrespect, and that guy's body just goes rolling down the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, it's the gravelly hills, right? So he hit it and he just kept rolling.
Exactly.
Like, he hit the ground, he just slid down the hill like a fucking...
Ironically, though, that made that guy bloody. So. All right. If that's Viren's turn, it'll be Matsuo.
Alright, Matsuo is not complex. He is going to swing out his short sword towards the dude right in front of him. Kwa! I clicked the wrong button, but the attack bonus is the same.
Cool.
So I hit. Let me click this one for damage, though. So let me just click the damage. There we go. 5 piercing damage.
All right. And which one were you targeting, the bloodied or the other guy?
This one right in front of me.
All right. He definitely drops with that.
Okay, and I use another G point.
Okay.
And go 2 unarmed attacks on fellow right here.
Okay.
Is that hit?
It does.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
And then the second unarmed attack will hit for 11 damage.
All right. And he dies on the first hit, and you punch him another time just for good measure.
That's right. Well, I had to follow through. Right?
Exactly.
Like, it's all practice.
Follow through is important. That's like what
Right.
you learn from the movies.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
I
if
like
I had
it.
stopped after the first blow, the whole thing would have been thrown off.
Dude, I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
And this cultist is going to charge forward. This guy will do the same. And Ranby.
I'm gonna take a swing at this guy. I'm a regen. Maybe I should probably turn that on, hey? And, yeah, let's go reckless. Wah!
I love it. Awesome. Definitely hits. Perfect.
I got rage damage last time. Oh, it's all good.
He did.
Dead.
That was the guy right in front of you or this guy to the left?
This is the one right in front of me.
All right. He is down. And would you like to do anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Nathaniel.
All right, these poor saps charging in. They don't stand a chance. This guy here.
You like if you end up not liking
Dang, okay, that hits.
every
Nathaniel's on it.
is everything.
All right, and this guy will drop. It was this guy, correct?
That's right. And I'm passing for the rest of my turn.
All right, Daxley.
Actually takes a look at the one who's not next to Ramby. He's like, I couldn't do anything worse than what she's gonna do to you. Okay.
That's fair.
All right, definitely hits. And that guy, ooh, is down. Perfect. And this guy is looking around and he's just like, oh shit, well, let's go for it. And swings at Ramby. That
Determined.
hits. And gets you with the slashing fear of 2.
It's 1.
One.
A 1?
Salutary.
Yeah, he's just like, oh god, slice? I'm like the giant orc barbarian while he's by himself, like he knows he's dead, but he's just like,
Shameful last stand.
yeah. Alright, and Eleanor.
I am going to firebolt the last guy standing and hopefully not singe him this time.
And that hits.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
perfect. And
go.
he goes out in fiery flame. He just like swipes at Ranby and then it just screams as he goes up in flame. And
It's
goes
just
down.
like, imagine a guy covered in rainbow napalm being like, oh god, it
Yeah.
hurts and it's so beautiful. Oh god,
It's so beautiful, so painful.
rainbow napalm. Oh,
Is
god.
this what death looks like? Pink? Alright. Awesome. So you guys took care of those guys. What would you like to do now?
I say, I need some strong arms. I got a plan. What we do is we take the bodies who are best preserved, meaning the ones who just like, weren't bifurcated or crushed to bits, and we lay them next
The
to
one
the
I
river.
punched.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the ones you punched, their pelvises are pretty floppy. So I say, okay, we lay them next to the river. Make it look like they got river poisoning, right? And now we go rest for an hour and wait to see if anybody comes to check on them. Find our wounds and get a short rest.
Sound good?
Not bad. Yeah,
Down for the-
I could use that time as well to search for, sometimes these outer groups might receive pigeons or other forms of notification from the base. I check to see if they've got any letters or instructions delivered to them, like if they have.
I go and sit behind that hill.
I'm just gonna go and rifle through the pockets real quick.
Yeah, you find a couple pieces of like dried rations. You'll find a total of about 50 gold on all of them. They're not like
Damn.
they're not holding a ton. They clearly don't have like the loot with them. They're just like a back raiding party or ambush party. Yeah.
Hey, and like 10 scimitars.
Yeah, you guys have there's a shit ton of scimitars and clubs if you want them.
Hey, if we're uphill, just dump the bag.
That's right. Yeah, we'll start a thriving
Ching,
business
ching, ching, ching,
selling
ching.
weaponry. I want to do an adventuring party that gets their whole business. They run a weapon shop, and all their weapons are just the trash weapons they've killed from minions.
We
Yes.
kind of had that going on our Monday game. We had like
Nice.
50 weapons in the bag of holding. It was insane. Every time we came across something, we just took their weapons.
More
Oh, yeah.
weapons. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break while you guys do your short rest, and then we will continue on.
I'm going to use one of my hit die to heal.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all take a hit die or do whatever you got to do. If y'all need a bio break or a drink or whatevs.
Actually investigates the wound holes and he's like, this is amazing. I love what you've done with death.
Eleanor's just playing with Taffeta. She went to sit where Matsuo was going.
Natsuko continues to be horrified in this fucking gnome.
Yeah, we're going to avoid Taxley. He's scary.
Yeah, he scares the shit out of me. I don't like this guy.
He's like a Boy Scout in the Underdark, man. He's like a good guy.
What's done with death? God.
I've been exposed. Yeah, he might be from the underground, but I've been exposed to the underworld. Intent means everything, and Daxley's intentions are good.
I also play with Taffy.
Daxley looks a little side-eyed when he says good. He's like, yeah, good is good. I like good.
An already made one. It's really fucking stupid. It's basically just money making.
By the way, I can carry all their weapons on me. It
That's
weighs me
so
down
tall.
like nothing.
So
But yeah, he can
determined
play with us. He just can't be
to
with
get
us.
to this Ella.
See, I think that Eleanor needs to construct like an elephant penguin. Like on.
Because he said everything on Aether you can't create in your character.
And up through hot. Hello.
I told him to wait till tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Winston!
Yeah, Emily said also wait
This
till tomorrow
little dog
morning.
is getting gigantic. Look at this guy.
Because some people
He is
will
pretty
move,
big.
characters
It's
will
gonna be
get
like
deleted.
Winston.
Oh, Winston! I love this little guy though.
He looks like he's bigger than Benny is.
He's big. He's thick. Like he's not tall, but like
chunkers.
he's like yes.
Those
Absolutely.
little dogs, they're like hefty little things.
I
Like
tried to kill someone
Benny
with Jay's
might have legs that are this
and
big,
then
but
got
he's
my
like
way.
whoop when you pick him up.
This guy's gonna be 35 pounds.
I am playing these.
Cowboy corgis run a little bigger than normal corgis.
You got on in the middle of my game.
Say hi to the camera, man. Say hi to the camera. Make friends. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Hi, Winston. Guys, there is literally no comfortable way to play in a bed with a laptop.
Nope.
I'm regretting my decisions.
Do you know where I change the hit die value? When I click hit die, it's giving me a die 4, but that's
It should
Yeah,
be.
basically my plan is to get my black mage to
should be able to
70.
actually write it
and
literally
then
right in the hit die
start
section.
stuff.
Once I'm done wrangling this dog, I'll take a look.
Let me
Just
pull
wanted to
up.
hold him.
yeah. When I write like 1 die 8 in there, it, like I think that's a counter of how many hit die I have left, not the
Did you actually change your class in?
So go into
I get burnt out on games really
the
easy.
like. Do you see where it says core bio spells and then there's a little gear? If you click on the gear, the very left first box there says hit die, and you can choose what your hit die is.
Alright, wait.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I need.
Accidentally muted Emily. How do I do that on Skype?
Rude.
She was coming in pretty hot on that mic.
Me?
No, other Emily.
Oh, I don't hear her either. Is she talking?
I think she either muted herself or somebody muted her.
You're
Because she was-
muted.
Real loud. Unmuted. Hi. Hey, girl.
Wait, is that better?
It is better.
Okay. Somebody was complaining about not being able to hear me, so I turned my input up. Let me know if I need to turn it down more.
Oh, you're fine. We're just hearing like everything in the background, also like the television going and.
That's my input.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. I couldn't hear any of that.
Is Andrew manually muted? Did he
Say, I
mute
don't have a
himself, or-
TV in the background. I have a monitor.
I don't know. It's fine now.
Guys, I'm gonna try to move to the floor.
All right. Good luck. Fair deal.
Lol. All right. So, is everybody completed up on their short rest? Got everything ready to party?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
All right. And what would you guys like to do?
So
I feel like it's watching the Blair Witch Project as you move.
Well, I'm trying. I'm wearing really skimpy pajamas, and I'm trying to bear not to.
Lol. It's not this kind of channel. I mean, cam channel. Cam channel. Welcome to my cam channel. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
So
And they're not even my
path-
tits.
Never mind. Womp womp.
Where's Sandra? I know you got them anime titties. Sandra, come boost my channel.
Come boost my channel.
Well, I'm just kidding. Okay. So I know Daxley mentioned like waiting around, seeing if you see anybody come. But you guys basically follow that trail and you kind of ran into the stragglers, and then you can assume that you just now ran into like the rear guard checking for any stragglers or ambushers, so it's pretty quiet behind you. There's nothing going on. Nobody's really passing through.
Oops, that's
Some really epic music for nothing happening.
Epic. And royalty free.
And royalty free.
By the way, Emily, I took all these scimitars and clubs
All
where are you
right.
putting them?
in my backpack. 'cause
He's
I
a
can carry that
furbolg.
much
He can
weight.
carry everything
Oh,
forever.
I can carry up to 400 plus
Yeah.
pounds.
Wow.
He could just like carry our entire party and all of their loot on his shoulders if he felt
And
like it.
Matsuo weighs like 52 pounds.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll say we have like a shit ton of halflings and then like a human. He could probably even carry Randy too, since he can carry so much if he really wanted to.
I mean, if y'all had a cart, I could easily push that around because I can push up to like 2 tons.
Oh my god, we should get a cart for him to just like, I just see him in the front like blue furbolg, just like, yeah, I got my friends.
And like all those halflings in the back, like kids in a wagon.
Oh my god, yes. Please, guys, please.
I could definitely build one of those like oxen bridles for him to strap over his
Yes.
shoulder.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
please.
So you have to give me straight buff
Wait.
after a while doing
But you
that.
have to like engrave the Order of Saloon, like stars with the eyes on the sides of his bands for him. Make it all fancy, just for Viren. All right, so after you guys see nothing happen for about an hour, what would you like to do?
We carry on down the trail, I imagine.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Stealthily. We carry on down the trail stealthily.
All right. And
Not
With
that
stealth.
I'm going to group you guys up a little bit because we're about to move to a new map.
What?
What?
Look how stealthily I was.
It's actually still not quite comfortable on dirt ground.
I don't
Yeah.
understand this
So-
human concept of stealth.
Like, all this foliage, it's like, why won't it sit still? Rocks sit still. All this foliage just rattling around everywhere.
Yeah, right.
All right, so as you guys, I'm gonna plop y'all in the very top left corner. Assume there are like brushes and some like plateaus, kind of like where you guys are headed, because this all right here is all going to be plateau, and the plateaus are kind of surrounded by brush, so it's very easy hiding around here. When you look out, you can very clearly see a raider camp. You can see tons of smoke. It looks like it's pretty massive. It is in a horseshoe shape, roughly. And it's got like different levels of sloping. So it's basically surrounded by a 100-foot sheer slope of rock, and then it kind of goes into like a second slope and a third. So you'll have like everybody's living on this bottom part, and then they're surrounded. As you walk up, you see a lot of people kind of just rushing in and out of the gates. Everybody's pretty excited about the looting and it going so well. So everybody's kind of just like hanging out, having a good time. You do see 5 guards up at the front, but they're not really on super high guard. They're expecting people like stragglers and the rear guard and stuff to come behind.
If you can get one at level 20.
What would you guys like to do?
Looking around, are there any good-sized boulders?
Not that you see. Mostly like up here, this is like a very flat plateau that's mostly just brush. You do see like boulders down here, but it's not really prime to where you could throw it down.
And the dotted line is represents a level of the plateau, but it's not. It's more smooth, not quite as steep as the.
Exactly.
stone.
This is all very manageable. It's not difficult terrain at all, but this is where the slope goes up from the first level to the second.
Oh, I see the overview map in the bottom left. I didn't see that before. Okay.
And we're starting here in the north brush.
Yes, you guys are all like very top left because I'm kind of that's where like brush would be.
I'm gonna recommend we don't fight these people all.
I
Maybe we
say
should
I
be
got a
smart
plan.
about this. Oh,
Well, I say we go to the latrine. Wherever we get along the edge, we find out where the latrine is. They come to use the bathroom one at a time. No one pays attention. Pack, 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 pack. Pile
I
'em
would.
up.
Hiding inside the latrine doesn't sound sanitary.
Oh, no, no,
Uh,
no. I'm talking about being up on the cliff, picking them off as they come to the latrine.
Oh, I thought you meant to come up from inside the latrine to surprise them as they come to use the bathroom.
No.
I thought that's what you
No.
underground gnomes did.
No. I mean that's tactically sound, but you know.
Just wait till they sit down to use the bathroom and they get surprised.
Yeah. Short sort of Victor.
That's right.
If you're looking for
One at a time.
a way to pull them away, I do my furball magic and turn into a kobold again.
Well, I'm like, they'll be coming to the bathroom. That's what it does.
That's what the bathroom does.
Yeah, draws people.
Yes, but this way, I can force them to come sooner.
Sure. Offer them kobold
What if
favors
we wait
next
till
to
they
the
go to
latrine.
the
I don't know.
outhouse, and then we flip the outhouse? Because that'd be funny, right?
are you that strong, Matsuo?
I feel like inspiration will hit me. sheer force of desire to
I
pull
mean,
a
I
prank.
could send Taffy pretty far. I mean, we can talk for like 100 feet, so I mean, once my mouse works, let me measure that out, you know. Maybe walk along the grass, crawl along the grass, hide, see
What
if we can
if-
find this monk.
We do the old Trojan horse. Sorry, we do the old Baldur's Gate pony, and we have the guy dressed up. Sorry, become a. Oh, we'll have the guy become a kobold, and a couple of us will be tied up on a rope, falling behind him.
I
And
mean,
then
I'm
they try
already
to
a
kill us
kobold
and
right
we
now.
die.
Yeah, that's not tactically sound either, is it?
We usually
I
get
can
up
go
from
tell
this,
them there's trouble up the road, and then we
Wait,
need to-
guys, what are we even doing? I mean, I know we need to rescue that monk, but what's our purpose again? This is like big.
Well,
So your purpose is to the other monk asked you to rescue the monk while you were here, but your first purpose was by Night Hill. He wants to know who's leading these raids, why they're looting. Your main job is to get information. Your main job is information.
So we don't have to wipe out this camp.
Can anybody like just hide really well and we can
Wiping out the
forward
camp
and
is
just-
kind of almost opposite of what you're trying to do. You're trying to get information.
Yeah.
So killing everybody isn't really going to get you very much information.
Yeah, can we kind of like come up this way, like along the northern part of it, get up on this hill and find a place, just kind of like scout out the thing from above?
Yeah,
Agreed.
all of these, yeah, you can come up here. This is all pretty, like, all these little green things are, like, brushes that are very easily concealable in, so you guys can come up and down here. Right now, it's about midday, so everything's pretty bustling, and people aren't really paying attention.
Yeah, how much
So,
time do we have?
I mean, you have as much time as you would like. It's just midday.
Midday?
So,
I most suggest we
if-
wait till like evening, and then we cross up this upper path and kind of come up on the hillside and just look out as people are starting to settle in for the night.
Yeah, it'll be
And
much
then-
easier for us to descend than it would be for us to like ascend if we have issues up there.
Yeah.
It's from like here, this is all like a descending slope. So if you guys are coming from like back here, this is all pretty easily accessible. It just like slopes up as it gets deeper into the camp.
And we can even actually just walk the full perimeter of the camp, right? We could
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, you
Do,
guys definitely have enough time to walk all the way around if you like.
and
do a sneak
if
over.
we do that, I can, if you carry me, Viren, I can just stay through Taffeta's eyes, and as long as she's within 100 feet of me, I can see through her eyes, and we can find out where the monk is.
So
She can just
be aware
run
this
through the-
this top area is like 200 feet up according to the height guide at the bottom. So like it's significant. or like it's 100 feet up from the ground level here, then this
Yep.
slopes.
Well, if you just chuck off the weasel, it'll be fine, right?
Well, yeah, I guess never mind. That plan doesn't work.
Can you do question? Can you do Mage Hand?
I can do Mage Hand,
What's the range of Mage Hand?
30 feet.
Because at least you can get like the weasel 30 feet down the hill with Mage
I mean,
Hand.
the weasel could totally just run on her own. I just can only see through her eyes for 100 feet, so...
Wait, also, like, if we're concerned about the drop-off, somebody can just, like, hold a rope and the weasel can just climb down, can just weasel down the
The
rope.
weasel doesn't ever have to... The weasel can just stay on the grass. Like, why would the weasel go up if...
Well, no, I was thinking if you drop off the weasel here and send him down the hillside to come look at the town.
That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
was gonna...
not-
I was just gonna have him run through the town, you know? Like, he's a little weasel. He's fine.
Getting up and down isn't the problem. It's just our range of being able to observe that we're sort of. We got a perfect vantage point here, but
We got lots of slightly used clothing up the trail.
That's true. We could just be a perimeter scouting party and then just walk around the perimeter from a distance and take a look at the place.
So, Emily, what do we see from up here? Like, maybe that'll just help us make some decision while we're.
Oh, we've already walked up there?
Yeah, actually, I was just working on it. You see, you're basically seeing just a ton of huts, up here. I'm not going to do the tokens. I'm just going to kind of give you a layout. So you're seeing a ton of huts, all kind of different sized. From where you guys are, you can see a guard tower right here. And, if you guys want to like zoom your map out, I'll tell you what you can see because y'all have a very good vantage point from there. So here, I'm going to ping it a few times, and over here are guard towers. These two square guys are guard towers. And you guys can very clearly see, up here, they're human guards, and this guy has kobold guards. And they've got a couple guys kind of hanging around. I'll just throw these guys right here so you can see them because they're poking out looking. And then you see just different size tents. These ones are a lot cleaner. These guys down here are like decorated with stuff like skulls and stones. And you mostly see cultists and acolytes moving around up here on this higher slope. And you mostly see kobolds down here. They're pretty clearly separated. And here you see the largest tent, and it has a pretty hefty guard around it. And from where you guys are, that's pretty much all you see. You can kind of see some figures back here in the distance.
What's this cave? Is that a cave?
This guy back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely a cave entrance, but you don't know what's in there.
Oh, Daxley's like caves. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't take much extrapolation to understand that big hut is where we might find the leader, given the size and the guard that's out front. But I got my watcher's eye there. I tend to be able to recognize seedy dens, so I'm hoping that we can identify that that's probably the captain quarters.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell. From that, you can see very clearly that these guards are all on absolute high alert, while everybody else in the camp is very much like loose and happy and just like having a good time, not paying attention, doing their own thing. These guys are absolutely unmoving, looking straight ahead, on absolute lookout. And yes, you can tell that that would most likely be where their leaders would be because they have the highest guard and everybody else is kind of just doing their own thing.
Sorry, you might have to repeat yourself. Was this one on the second ledge here? Is that a guard tower? This
Yes.
one that's on the...
Yeah, these two square guys are the two guard towers. This one you can see is manned by at least one human guard, and this guy you can see has at least one kobold.
Might be advantageous for us to clear out this guard tower. They'll pose a threat on the ground and might give us a good vantage point.
I suggest we keep the ammo less flashy this time around. They won't hear the pluck of a bolt, but they might see the flash of these fancy shots.
Are you implying something, Daxley?
Oh, I meant about this, pointing at his new gun. He's like, I'm going to use just a traditional kill and bolt on this one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you just scared the terrifying gnome.
I just what?
I feel like she just managed to scare the terrifying gnome with mom voice.
Lol.
The morbid gnome cannot handle mom voice. No, 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 no.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Do
Where are
we
you
see
going?
any sort of anything, like anybody walking any prisoners around or any sign?
No, you don't really see, let's see, actually. Not from where you currently are. You guys can see to about, like, here clearly, to this, like, these guards here. And from here, this is pretty,
I bet it's fun to play. It's boring as fuck.
yeah. I mean, that's like 200 feet back. So you can, like, kind of see to, like, here-ish, and then back in here is a little bit, like, you'd have to get a little closer to see what's going on.
Actually, specifically looking to see where they seem to get their food from.
So how long are you guys looking out for? I mean, are we
Imagine
doing like
wait
5
to-
minutes or a couple hours or?
I thought we were gonna
Uh,
camp out
Wait
for.
till night when they're all drunk. I thought that was the plan.
Yeah, I mean, like as the day wears on, you basically see people coming in and out of the camp pretty loosely. The guards don't even seem to be taking passwords or any hand signals. They're just chatting away and people are coming in and out. So you'll see about a couple groups of hunters bring in some deer from the front gate. All the activities coming in and out of the gate. And then in here, people are basically just eating, chatting, having a good time. They've all done their work, so they're all just hanging out. You will see some prisoners kind of going to work here and there. They help with the food. They helped once they brought the food in. They brought the food back over here. And if you guys are waiting out all day, you'll see prisoners come over here helping trim the food, skin it, chop it up, butcher it, start cooking it for them. You'll also see some prisoners throughout the day coming over here just to do like menial tasks for them, and they are surrounded by guards, but they're pretty beat down, and this camp has so many enemies that they don't really have a chance to escape, so they're not really trying. And then as the day wears on, if you guys continue to keep watch, they will lead the prisoners back to where you guys can't see them anymore.
I don't know. The most simple solution is obviously, or may often be the best solution. Maybe we should just head for the captain's camp. This bunch of rocks behind the captain's quarters, is that easier to descend, or is that just a map?
Yeah, that's pretty much, it's just jagged rock. This isn't really something that's very traversable. If anything, if you guys were trying to like get down rocks, you do see that right here, there's a ladder so that people can get to this guard tower from down here. And then this is not very far. This is like not even, it's difficult terrain. But unless you guys are going fast or stealthy, it's not even like a roll to get down this right here.
If I were to hide somewhere like right here, I mean, wouldn't it still be 100 feet? Like it's within 100 feet to this tent, even though it's on an angle.
Yep.
Because, yeah. So couldn't I could send Taffeta there and still keep the connection because it's in 100 feet, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will suggest that to the group. If we maybe get a little bit closer to that back tent, I could send Taffy in, give a listen, take a look around. If things get too dangerous, I'll just snap her out, but maybe we can find out what we need to know without having to step foot in the camp.
I think that's wise, little one.
How does Taffeta feel about arson?
I was just thinking about that.
I mean, she's a weasel, and I don't know that she can set fires because she's a weasel.
Oh no, it's very easy to knock over a lantern or an ill-kept torch, though.
I see. Well, I think that might be smart.
I
Maybe
would
as a
caution
distraction.
against that. If we can't capture a guard, like the captain of the guard or someone like that alive, we may need something like journals, things of value that within that
Oh.
tent.
I
Should
meant as a
take caution.
distraction away from the captain's tent to draw the fire brigade over to the tents over yonder.
That's a good idea, actually.
It's a very good
Solid.
idea. Yeah.
And knock over a fire on the other side of camp, and then we can sneak in.
Shall we-
Eleanor, what kind of
Yeah.
spells do you know?
Not very many, but I know. Let's see. I can make these really pretty lights. They just kind of go, and they fly around above me. I can. Well, you've seen me do those missiles before. Ooh, sometimes I can put my hands together like this, and like fire goes shooting out. But I'm not really ready for that one today, so let's not talk about that. I can protect myself if something hits me. Ooh, I do this thing where I talk to people and then they're like
Matsua starts
charmed by
walking
me.
away.
I love it.
Oh, and
Oh my
if you
God.
fall, I can make you fall like a feather. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That sounds like an excellent way to
Right?
achieve our way down. How many can you feather?
You know, she pulls out her book and starts reading. 5. 5 of us can fall 60 feet per round.
Well, you seem to have quite a good long range. Perhaps we could send some down and some up here still to cover them.
That's smart. Do we want to see what Taffy hears and sees first before?
Oh, yes, this is all just further plan of action.
Yeah. Before, hopefully.
You heading to the west side of or the east side of the map then? Above the gate?
Yes. I have to zoom in. I want my second monitor.
I would die.
I can create a distraction pretty easily.
Yeah, especially being a kobold. I mean,
Actually, do you still have those ropes?
Oh, yeah, I got rope, plenty of rope.
Robes from the.
Oh, robes. No, they're still up the bodies up the road. I didn't take any with me. I just
Well,
made
we need-
mention that they're there.
I need one of those robes.
Oh, you asked the guy with the shortest legs?
I
Um,
thought you had taken one.
No.
I think this guy itself also allows you to alter clothing.
Does it?
You can appear like you have a hat, but it's not really there. But like that type of thing. But I believe it's in the description. You can.
What?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Well then, I have a plan to create a distraction.
Okay. Where are you at,
I'm-
Baron? Oh, you're still over there. Okay. So what are you doing, Baron?
Is it nighttime yet?
It is not nighttime. It is still. It's like evening. It depends on how long you guys are taking to go around to the cave. I mean, this is all in y'all's time schedule right now on how long you're taking to scout everything and go from place to place because this is all easily explored and
If
maneuvered.
Eleanor's heading out alone, I'm to the west side. If no one else is coming with me, I make sure to escort her.
Okay.
oh shucks.
I don't know if the others are staying up north.
So what time did you guys want to head that way? Are y'all waiting until evening or are you going there in the daytime?
I thought we were waiting till nightfall. with
Yeah.
the-
Evening.
We don't have the brush like the bushes that we had on the east side, do we? Just tall grass.
Well, I did notice something cool. Now I'm looking at this map. If we do want to like enter the camp at night, you notice that we have thick brush up here and then thick brush at the bottom. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
kind of hidden at the top and hidden at the bottom if we go down this way.
That, however, is not easily this section right here is not something you can get down easily.
But you could feather fall.
Well, I thought with like a
Okay.
rope or feather fall, yeah.
Yeah. It is about
Alternatively-
150 feet though, so
We could do something like that, or we could come
Okay.
in from this side down here.
when nightfall comes, if y'all take care of the guards in the guard tower, I'll turn myself into a cultist and walk among the camp and light fire to the tents.
Wait,
they
don't do
notice
that
me-
yet.
No, I'm not doing it now.
Well, can we,
I was just telling you.
What you will do.
And then if they see me, I can just turn invisible and run away.
So, just out of curiosity, how are you guys getting the information after you're setting fire?
So I think that's
Setting
like a
fire
last
on the
ditch.
far side of the camp to make a distraction. Then we feather fall down to the captain's tent, and then from there,
Wait,
I think
thought-
Tapita should do a scout of
Yeah,
the captain's tent first, like
that
very
was
first.
plan, I
Yeah,
thought.
because that's more information can help us make decisions before we make noise.
I mean, I was just throwing out the distraction when you need it.
Yeah, if we need a
Yeah,
distraction,
see.
that's perfect. That's a quick
Just
one.
remember, your main thing here is finding out those things that Nighthill asked from you.
Yeah, that's why, because I can hear and see what Taffeta sees. So hopefully,
Yeah, just to remember, it is where the camp is, which you have, who their leaders are, what's motivating the looting, where they plan to strike next. All the
Yes.
things that you guys need to find out.
and hopefully they will conveniently be talking about that in the tent.
Theoretically, too, if we manage to find this monk guy, he might have overheard all this shit.
Truth. When we move over to where we are, do we see?
Is that the
any-
monk, that little blue guy down there in the picture?
It might be. He does fit the description. It is a guy who is beaten and bruised, and he
So-
is tied up to a stake.
Theoretically speaking, if we want to rescue him, we could start a fire somewhere over here, right? Then rope down the hillside here, run, grab him, tie him to the rope, and go up as the rest of the group pulls us up the side.
Truth. That would
I'll do
work.
it.
Yeah, you people with no range should be the ones doing it, and those of us who can pew
Yeah.
pew from far away.
Everybody else has the rope. One person ties him to the rope, holds on, and the rest pull up the side.
Mhm.
We just get out.
I say, oh, maybe we should give Taffeta a little note to be like, look for the rope on the cliff and walk by him. You know.
He's on it. He's beat up and stuck on a stake, though.
I don't know, I assume somebody's gonna be throwing this guy over his shoulder and running back with the guy over his shoulder.
That's
Which
all
means-
Radby.
Yeah, we need Rampy for that one.
Well,
'Cause
or
I can't
Viren.
give him-
Or
Viren
Viren.
could be amongst them,
That's
and then
true.
just
Yeah.
This expansion first came out.
Yeah, that's true. Get the whole escape ready. Have Viren amongst them, and in the last minute, he cuts the rope, tying the guy, throws him over his shoulder, and runs back and escapes with him.
Oh no, I needed that.
So that's what we'll do is plan A.
Okay, so let's start with Taffeta. See what we can learn, and if we're gonna need to do other stuff to learn.
And I didn't really feel like it. I didn't like the rotation. So this next expansion, I'm gonna level my black mage
All right.
next level.
Yeah.
And then you get some bonus.
Are you just seeing what Taffeta can see from there?
No, she's gonna stealth up.
And I'm gonna go do
My mouse is just
Oh, I see. Stealth.
yeah. Well, she's gonna attempt to be as stealthy as this poor little weasel can be. And she's just
Which
going
is pretty
to.
stealthy.
My roll was crap.
Yeah, it's still a weasel. It's like it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
we see a weasel, as opposed to like,
Yeah,
oh no, we see a
Yeah.
person sneaking through the camp.
she'll
It's like that's a
pause
really
here and there
non-stealthy weasel.
to look for act like she's looking for food, and then keep going until she gets to the tent, and peek under a flap.
Give me 2 seconds.
There's tanks and there's healers. And with
No, no, no! Don't go in the tent. Go under a flap.
also a support class.
All right, yeah. So in there, she sees.
Yeah, it's a classic Final Fantasy.
The only one that you recognize so far is Langdedrosa Cyanrath. And then you see a larger half dragon that is black next to Langdedrosa. And you also see a woman in purple Here, I'll give you guys some visuals really quick.
Oh, is that the bugger who like kicked my ass 10 ways from
Yeah.
Sunday?
It is.
So if you decide you
All right. Did you guys see that one?
Ooh.
That is the
yeah,
black
pretty
dragon that you see. Y'all know what Langdedrosa looks like, and then you also see this woman.
Are they talking at all?
Nope, they're all just sitting around sipping some beer. If they say anything, they're mostly just like, "Ah, that was a very good loot, very good raid."
Did you watch the trailer?
She's going to sit there for a little bit longer.
All right, yeah. As night winds down, they all go to sleep.
Is there a desk or anything?
You do see a desk, but it just has some basic like parchment and pen on it, nothing written down that's of any importance.
All right. I guess Taffeta's going to go back. Actually, yeah, she's gonna like scurry away a little bit, and then Ellie will just make her disappear, so she doesn't have to run up. And she reappears up here. Boop, boop, boop. Well, that was absolutely worthless. They don't talk to each other, and they just went to bed. They are the most boring leaders I have ever seen.
But it's not worthless. What you found out is they don't leave their documents lying around. Whatever's there will be on their person, or maybe our monk friend is right, and we should be rescuing the other monk who might have answers. We
I mean,
can't
I'm
stand
biased.
against that half-dragon.
But
I don't want to fight any of those people, yeah.
Eleanor,
I'm
Yeah.
still
can
thinking.
you send your weasel to the slave encampment over here?
Let me zoom out of my map.
So Emily, did you think you'd be spending most of your time role playing as a weasel?
Nope.
Honestly, it's the best turn I never thought would happen. Like, I'm so cool with it. I love
Eleanor,
Taffeta.
yeah, she takes a look at the clip. I think I could do that. Yeah, I think we could make that work. Do you want to head that way?
Yes, I'd like you to take a look, see if there's any guards
Can you
around
carry me? My legs are getting tired.
there. All right, I pick her up in a princess style
Yay.
and just walk around. Just all the way over here.
She's
No one
got
off-
little legs.
Yuri Matsuo. Jeez.
You didn't complain about your little legs.
My legs are proportionally sized.
All right. Although it's not like Taffeta could talk once she's down there. What do you want her to do?
I just want to see how many guards are around there.
Well, do you want me to roll stealth again for her, or do you want to go off the last one?
The last one is good.
Cool.
don't
She
think
will
it's
go down and take a peek-sees in the first tent. Whoa, she did not go in there. She's taking a peek-sees.
Right.
Lady
You
Al-
see a very beaten, skinny woman in there in chains.
Rude.
I'll report that.
When we passed by the monk, when we looped around the south east corner, is the monk unattended? Like he's just strapped to the stake and just sort of like left the.
He is. He's looking pretty skinny and tired and beaten down. He's not really in the shape to escape, and he's tied to a stake. So, and he's in the center of a raider camp that he can't get out of without going through all of them. So yeah, he's
See
just
what
hanging
I'm
out.
hearing is, just drop down on a rope, grab him, throw him over your shoulder, run back, climb up the rope again.
But
Perfect.
what about these people? We can't just leave them here.
I mean,
Yeah,
we'll come
Darren
back.
isn't gonna leave
They
anybody.
could come up the rope too.
That's why I'm having her look. Just
I hate to
maybe I
say
can
it,
get word
but
to.
we are a scouting party. As much as I'd love to save my townsfolk, we stand a much better chance of saving so much more if we bring back information. We can't
Yeah, I
incite
think we
the
bring
raid.
back one, and then we can rescue the rest. But
I don't
Nope.
think that your town has any people to spare to rescue them, though. What if we're it? And these people are left to perish here.
Well, I think if we find out more information about the true cause, we may be able to raise an army. Maybe able to speak to other townships. But
I don't think these people have that time.
well, I just mean those townships are under threat. These people, they may already be lost. We can't engage a full.
Whoa,
It's
that's a bit
alone.
soon for me. I'm not ready to call them lost yet. Let's just let's hear what the monk has to say, and then we can devise a rescue plan on a larger scale. But a rescue plan with no information is not a good rescue plan.
Eleanor's not actually hearing all of this, so she's just like, "Oh, these people look bad. They look really bad."
Yeah, you can tell 5 of them look a bit more fresh than the others. Particularly Doot, and Doot. These guys right in here and this lady they look like they've been here a while and they have not eaten much for a while.
I tap Eleanor on the shoulder, see if it wakes her up.
She comes back, snaps Taffy out of there.
What about over to the right side? I want to see how close these people are. I'm just trying to think of ways to save these people.
Eleanor groans and she's like, "Fine, I'll do it again."
Taffeta's gonna need some caviar after all this.
Much deserved.
Is it typical to feed a weasel fish eggs?
Yes,
When
they
her
like
name is
seafood.
Taffeta.
She just like blinks. Yes.
Strange lands.
All right, and in there, I'll just reveal these as you walk up. Yell at me if I.
You're good. Whee. Whoa, sorry guys, I'm hitting buttons. Hi. She runs very quickly out of that one. Stop it! My mouse is like just a hit too far away.
I believe.
Here we go.
Test.
I hear ya.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
There are a lot of people over there.
Okay.
Lots of people.
Yeah, and not to be a pain, but these are actually like more cultists in here. I'm just not shoving, 5 tokens into this little thing. But this is like, these are 15 by 15. So the 15 by 15 will have, 4 or 5 guys. These little ones will have 2 or 3.
So, so what's the drop here? Behind
There
these guys.
you're looking about 100 feet. Like these parts are gonna be like 100, and then these like taller ones are gonna be like 150 to like 250 and 300 up here.
Okay. I mean, we can
We should
divvy up
maybe.
our rope, and we can try to save 2 at the same time.
I say we vote for it. Vote for
Yes.
saving the one guy, or we vote for saving more. He actually puts his bolt down for voting for one.
Eleanor puts Taffeta down for saving more.
I'm down for. That's 2 for more.
I'm down for 1.
Also 1. It may lead to more, but
We're
I see
talking
that
about
as
how
a
many
first
people we're
step.
going to try to rescue.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we just go monk right now,
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks
and
like
then we
we've
come
been
back for the
outvoted.
rest.
Okay.
I don't intend to leave any of them. I think I just want to hear what the monk has to say and see if he has any wisdom or insight or plans, and then we come back and rescue the rest. But he's been here longer. He may have better ideas than we do.
Yeah, he'll probably have more insight.
Or maybe there's a secret way in and out that we don't know about, or all kinds of things. Who knows?
I am very curious about those that are the slaves that have been here the longest. They may be broken though, not be able to relay much information. But the monk is my priority.
All right. Well, let's get the monk and see what happens. I think the more time we waste, the worst things could get. Soon those, well, we don't know how soon, but those people could be discovered that we killed. So, you know, any stragglers come upon them and then come back to camp, we'd be in big trouble. This right here, is that like able to be climbed? Is that climbed? Is that like loose debris or?
Yeah, this is probably like a 150-foot drop, and they're just like boulders and kind of jagged. It's not really particularly a good landing spot.
Okay.
This is all very difficult to get down.
So I suppose I could cast Feather Fall on Ranby and Matsuo. Get you down there. Oh wait, but that wouldn't help you get back up. We're gonna need rope.
I've only got 50 foot.
Oh, I've got another in my Dungeoneers pack, so we can get those together.
All right, and you're looking at like a 150-foot drop. So were you doing
Oh,
feather
I've
fall?
got 10 feet of rope.
I've got a hempen rope. That should be 50.
Yeah, that's the 50. So y'all have 150, 160
Oh.
if you add Eleanor's.
Wait,
I was gonna say
actually,
we'll need a little bit of slack to get over the edge.
I
Yeah,
have
there you go.
50 feet because I'm a dingling. Wait, no, is it 10 feet or is it 50 feet?
If you
I
just
have
have the
this rope.
hempen rope, it's 50.
Okay, yeah, then I have hempen, so it's 50, so we're good.
There you go. So y'all can like
10.
sling it on. There are some like boulders and stuff up here in the brush, so if you wanted to, you could securely fasten like a brush or a heavy boulder with the rope.
Well, I say we put this plan into action.
I was gonna say Ramby starts. What do they call that? Rappelling down the hill.
All right.
Is the plan?
Are y'all
next session
trying to
gonna
be
go-
stealthy?
Yeah, I guess.
Jeez, not too...
Ooh, half orc. Super stealth.
Eleanor's gonna stay and like provide support.
Yeah, same with me here, hiding in the bushes.
All right. Is it just Ramby going down?
I think Matsuo, right?
I can if you think it's a two-person job. I thought we'd try to get as many people as we could on the other side to start pulling the rope back up.
Everybody's sleeping in these tents, right? Theoretically.
Yeah, it's
Did I
evening
see ya?
time. Everybody has gone back to their tents and it's quieting down. The only people that are still out that you can see are these guys that are just not unmoving still.
And they're not looking in this direction.
Not particular. Let's see, what's the... I mean, it's pretty dimly lit, and
Yeah.
they're not... I mean, you got a 18 on stealth, so as long as you're quiet and quick, you should be okay.
Okay. So this is our monk, right?
As you approach him, you see this man, except he looks a lot more rough than in this picture. JK, I don't remember where I put it. So you see his little token. You see this man here, and he is he's beaten and bruised. He's been tied to a stake, and it's obvious that he's been denied food and water for a bit of time. And when he looks at you, he just kind of stares at you silently and looks you straight in the eyes.
And he's tied up.
Yeah, he's tied up to a stake in the ground.
I quietly move over and start untying the ropes.
Who are you? Why are you trying to untie me? I have a mission here.
We've been sent by, was it Governor Tarba? Night Hill?
The guy that asked you to rescue him was Nessim.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the monk you ran into as you were leaving town. on Night Hill's
Okay.
request.
There we go. Nestum requested that we retrieve you from this place.
All right, he looks pretty irritated, but he's so worn down. He's just like, he knows I have a mission here. Why would he ask you to rescue me? This is exactly what I wanted.
Can you climb up this rope, or do I need to carry you?
He's just like, leave me here. I have more information to gather. I know I can get more information.
You know what?
Knock him out.
I'm tempted. Like, either come with me and stop making so much noise, or like there's an easy way and a hard way.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty adamant that he would like to stay, but he is in such a weak state that you being a half orc, you could just sling him over your shoulder and he can't really give you much.
Yeah, I just don't want him to make a commotion.
He's not gonna yell out or call out. He's one of the good guys. He's not gonna get you killed.
Okay, I fling him over my shoulder then. Off they go.
All right.
Fireman carry, here we go. Give a little tug on that rope. Oh, hi, kitty.
Pull, pull, pull.
All right, and bring
Where'd
him
Viren
over.
go?
Yeah, we all pull.
He's
rapidly.
over to the left still.
Between what I hope we'll learn from the monk, and we'll see what that is in a minute, and the description of the purple and the nature of a bunch of half dragons,
Mhm.
I'm hoping a history check, or I'd like to make a history check to see if there's anything I might know about a faction or alliance that would wear those colors, like if anything falls into place given my history knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. So you know that the Cult of the Dragon has been pretty active in Faerun for a really long time. It's pretty, if you know a little bit of history, which you do clearly, you'll know that these people are most likely like the cultists and the acolytes from what they're wearing, and the half dragons.
stuff?
The fact that those are working together. That it's likely that they work for the Cult of the Dragon. You don't really know what their purpose is. You know, in the past, they liked to bring back dead dragons, but that hasn't been occurring recently. So you aren't quite sure what their mission is, but yep.
All right, perfect. Currently we know nothing, so every piece is valuable. Thank you.
No problem. All right, and what would you guys like it to do? Leosin is just kind of pissed, but really tired, so he's kind of just sitting there silently, glaring at you guys, waiting.
Viren, do you think maybe you could bandage him up a little bit? Maybe treat some of those wounds?
I'm not anywhere near you.
Oh, you stayed over there? I thought you just, like, didn't feel like moving your token. Okay, then,
There's just watching over the helpless people.
seeing everybody else not look like they know anything about medicine at all, I will try to bandage him. And while I do that, I'll say, look, we came to rescue you. Aren't you happy? Because she doesn't know anything about what happened down there.
No, not really. I think I could have learned more information, but I guess I can share with you guys what I've learned so far.
That would be wonderful.
So, Leosin goes on to explain that essentially his main area of study is the Cult of the Dragons. He has been following them for years. And actually the entire reason that he was in Greenest was he was on his way back from studying at the libraries, specifically about the dragons, trying to find out what their entire objective is. And from him mapping out their movements and their raids, he had concluded that Greenest was most likely the next target, since it has a ton of trade and gold and loot, but it does not have a ton as far as security goes, simply by numbers. So when that happened, he asked that they stop by Greenest, and at that time he was captured by the Raiders, or not captured, I'm sorry. He snuck in with the Raiders, and no worry, Nick. And he was captured, or he went in with the Raiders, pretending to be one of them. And once he got into the camp, Resmir, which is the half black dragon that you guys saw, Resmir recognized him. Because he has been fighting against them for a while, and immediately captured him, hoping for more information. Basically, what he has learned from his trip here is that... Give me 2 seconds. He knows that... He's learned a little bit about the ranks. He's learned that not everybody's a full-fledged member of the cult. Many are new initiates working towards full acceptance, and many others are simple mercenaries hired to flesh out the camp's strength during raids or should it come under attack. The cult has been ranging far and wide on small raids to collect treasures. Greenest was the closest target to the camp and the biggest of all the towns they've attacked, and the most profitable. Prisoners are used for manual labor. In the past, a few have converted and become loyal members of the cult, but most eventually die of overwork and undernourishment, and then they're fed to the drakes or taken into the cave to feed hatchlings. Speaking of, the cave has been rumored to have hatchlings of dragons. It's a pretty open secret that Resmir intends to hatch a good amount of dragon eggs. Resmir came to the area a few months ago, and she set up the camp. And Mondath, which is the woman in purple you saw in there, tends to the mercenaries and the cultists. Also, he's of special interest to Resmir because he's been basically their biggest burden so far, the Cult of the Dragon. He's the main one that's been antagonizing them until now. And that's about all he has for you. With that, he says he really needs to rest, and he really does actually appreciate the rescue, but he was just hoping that he could have stayed there a bit longer to get more information.
Well, I mean, it sounds like they just hit whatever's closest and most valuable. Pretty sure we can put our mindset in that manner and figure out what the next juiciest town to raid with the most easily accessible.
Yeah, I'm impressed that he was able to figure out the first location. Wouldn't be hard for us to figure out, hopefully, the next.
Oh yeah, that's been his life's work for a while, so he studied very hard to figure out Greenest, and he definitely appreciates some help to find the next spot.
Eleanor taps his leg. See, you had lots of information.
He just kind of
It's your
grimaces and rolls over and goes down to sleep. All right, guys, and that's actually a really good spot to end us tonight. So I will go ahead and end our stream. I really appreciate everybody for coming and watching, and we'll catch y'all next week.